Hi, Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Moon. Welcome to your Tarot Vidoscope for November 2017 by Amma. This recording will be for the Sun of Gemini, Sun sign, Rising sign or Moon sign. Please make sure that you listen carefully for your rising sign and your moon sign as well, because sometimes your sun sign won't always make sense to you. To schedule a private consultation, please email me at lightworker@gmail.com. You may also visit my website, lightworker.com. I have already uploaded your Vimeo videos for those of you who are interested to have an extended reading for your sign for this month. The link for the Vimeo videos for those of you who are interested, it's right down here below in the show more description box. And when you visit my Vimeo channel, also please take a look at the other videos that I have already updated for you. Scroll down in the pages. Again, I will be posting other links for other special readings that I made for you right down here in the show more description box. Welcome to all of you, and if you are new, welcome to you, and a reminder, please turn on the notification button that would be next to the subscribe button. So after you subscribe, turn on the little bell icon. This way you will be notified every time that I upload special videos. And for this month, I decided to do the Akashic reading live. And I also am going to put the link for that once I set up my live streaming, and maybe today or so I may be doing your Akashic readings live. Now, allow me to focus on this reading today for you. I am using 5 cards, doing a reading called The Key of Life. And the general feelings that I'm picking up for you, Gemini, they have to do with a brand new beginning. Something, some energies are shifting and changing around you, because especially with things that you have had such a difficulty recently or in the recent couple of months, it feels like maybe your approach is changing, or the energy around these difficulties is shifting and changing. A lot that has to do with your financial situation, gatherings, your social life, but at the same time, a card shows up that is important for those of you who are self-employed, own a business, or maybe something, maybe you are interested in your career right now, and also something that has to do with how much time you go within and focus also on your inner world and also spirituality. So now let's focus on the cards one by one. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, if you live in the United States, happy Thanksgiving to you. The first card that wanted to show up is the Fool. The meaning of the Fool, and it does fall in the position of what happened in the past that may still be influencing your present current situation and or your future. To me, it means taking a chance, taking a risk. It also means a brand new journey with high hopes for a brighter tomorrow. However, please be very careful not to be taken advantage of. It also represents faith, hope, trust, contentment, high ideals, choice, and personal efforts. And to me personally, this card also represents traveling. So now allow me to focus and to tune in, and let me figure out as to why this card showed up in this reading for you, so I can hear my guides. For some of you, it feels like something has been stolen in your life. Either you are trying to work up or work out a business deal, a business contract, or a business partnership, and that seemed to be stolen. For other people, for other Geminis, this could be a legal aspect to a situation that has been stolen either for months or for years, because maybe it's not up to you. There are other forces at work. They get to control the situation, or they get to set the tone maybe it's not up to you, so it doesn't depend on you. I also keep getting moving forward with your finances. Get in order plans that have to do with your finances, your banking, um, plans that will, or maybe you join forces with other people, and this will help for you, because you are also going to benefit financially from this. In the past, either you had to learn a lesson in a very harsh way that it costs. First and foremost, I keep getting a lesson about trust, and this could be in any situation. But I also keep getting that you are still in the process of incorporating this lesson that you very hard had to learn in life. And for some of you, this has to do with relationships and trust. For other ones, this has to do with money, investments. Who is it that you trust with your money? But it could also be about a family situation, and you are still maybe trying to develop these healthy boundaries, not to shut the world down completely, and at the same time, allow yourself to be open in a way that is healthy and safe for you, not to completely shut yourself down or shut your emotions. When it comes to your education or other things that have to do with your career, it does feel that you're going to come up with ideas, and for many of you Geminis, you already have these ideas in motion. It's not just about thinking, it's actually now to act on these ideas. I keep getting great changes to your career, but for many of you, I keep getting that your career will be getting a boost. You are going to be doing, especially toward the end of November, you may be dealing with a lot of things that will set the tone for your career to manifest a significant shift or a significant bloom, fruition, by late spring, early summer 2018. So there are things in motion that kind of preparing you and guiding you to these wonderful things that will happen with your career. And part of that could also be you preparing, training to add more titles, certifications, licenses, more credentials to the titles that you already have. For some of you, this card is giving me a feeling of being more of a presence in public activities, public life, social media, social circles, with your friends, with your family. It feels like whatever you are going to be doing, not only you are going to get more enjoyment out of it, more so than usual, but it feels like you are going to impress a lot of people. So you will have that power over people in November that you will impress them, you will leave a mark on them. Please be careful with contracts that you may have to sign, or even if these contracts are not written contracts, this could be verbal agreements. I do keep getting, for some of you, casually, you may be figuring out certain errors that you did in the past, and maybe, or some errors, some mistakes will come back to you, and you are going to be able to fix them. But for some of you, banking, things that have to deal with banking, money, maybe banking online, it feels like it's getting a shift, or maybe you are trying to get a better handle on money, finances, banking, the way you bank, whether it is online banking or changing things around it in a way that is more practical for you. Definitely, I keep getting many of you Geminis getting a better groove over your finances. Please be careful of not to say anything that maybe you don't realize that could be about breach of privacy, could be about a secret. So please be very careful about how you articulate certain words, and please be very careful with any information that you are sharing with other people, whether it is your loved ones, your family, or information that maybe you post on social media, on Twitter, on Snapchat, on YouTube. Whatever you are doing, it needs to go in proper steps, because for some of you, I feel this. I feel a little bit like slow or tired or trying to go within and trying to replenish your energy, and then there is this boom, okay, and then suddenly moving forward full gear. Please be careful with that, whatever that means for you. Have enough time to transition between one stage to another stage, between one step to another step. Many things are going to progress forward, and maybe emotionally a lot of things for you are going to progress forward, but make sure that you take enough time for yourself between these steps, between these stages, because you are still into transitioning into these powerful forces, and you are going to move forward. But take your time with any transition or transformation, even if it is a simple thing as your diet, your physical activity, transforming yourself in or out, or even with the new changes. Okay, take your time with it. The next time that you have the Page of Wands. To me, it means message from far. Sometimes it could also represent a career move, but it also represents a spiritual or a philosophical message, represents someone full of energy, but at the same time full of naivete. Naivete is not necessarily a bad thing, but there is an underlying meaning to both of these cards. Careful of not being taken advantage of, and not to be too naive. Another meaning of the Page of Wands, to me, it also means a person full of energy and around and ready to satisfy your curiosity in new places, okay? And it also means feeling like the center of attention to a leader. Usually it represents an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius if it represents a person. This could be the rising sign, the sun sign, or the moon sign. For many of you, it feels like you are trying to restructure or to reorganize your life, and you may be trying to balance the things, the people, relationships, that aspect of your life that you feel that maybe you have neglected a little bit in the recent months. For some of you, you are really going to focus on a career that you have. If you have a business, you may really be focusing on a business that you have. But for other Geminis, this has to do with focusing in your social life, social activities, or a particular relationship. Um, this could be a relationship with a sibling, the relationship with your family, or even a love relationship or a marriage. So it does feel like many of you will try to balance everything out between the relationships, the job, resting, replenishing, and trying to make everything happen. I keep getting an image of you, Gemini, being in a room with a lot of people. This could be some sort of a celebration in your office, some sort of a informal gathering, and you may be hearing people talking about you or on your behalf. But I also keep getting somebody may be trying to introduce you to someone else. This could be for the purpose of you networking for professional and work reasons, but this could also be trying to introduce you to someone, maybe in the hopes that there's going to be a relationship between the two of you to set you up with someone, especially if you are single. You maybe in the past you felt that everything that you were doing was getting like a negative review or negative impressions. Maybe for some of you, you had to go through difficulties in the workplace with a project or with someone in the workplace, especially in the last couple of months. And in November, I keep getting that for many of you, either you recently changed the job, rather for you don't have to deal with this difficult situation in the workplace because now you have a new job and a new workplace, or you may be receiving a good news that may lead you to either a new job position or a completely new job for a different company. I do keep getting, for many of you, for some reason, I keep getting a lot of communications long distance. This could be online, this could be texting, this could be communicating with people who live very far away from you. For some of you, I keep getting this as online dating, and this is where this communication with a particular person that you are drawn to or a few people comes in. I keep getting a lot of communication or news back and forth. You will be presented with a choice of selecting a specific direction as to where you feel that you want to go with your career. And it does feel like this opportunity suddenly will be showing up for you. If you are a Gemini that is not working, it does feel like there's something with the family life that will present itself to you, and you are really going to be in charge, but you are going to feel not only at the center of attention, but you're going to feel a sense of gratitude. You're going to find a new sense of appreciation for you, and definitely if there was anything emotionally going on with you about family or certain family members, maybe they have problems going on, it does feel like maybe their situation gets better, because I don't see you stressing or worrying about them. There's going to be talks about moving or traveling. Maybe not necessarily that is going to happen in November, but for some of you, you may be planning, wishing, preparing for a big move that will happen next year. This could be you changing jobs, changing homes, or completely deciding to move in another state or in another country, because for some of you, you may be preparing for that to happen next year. The next card that you have is the Nine of Pentacles. And to me, it represents luck, money, solid work, comfort. It also represents indulgences. A new car, a new house, a new office. And if that doesn't make sense to you for the purpose of this general reading, it also represents a recognition that comes from hard work, and sometimes it also represents the proverbial golden watch that people are supposed to receive, after they retire. So now allow me to tune in and let me figure out why this card is important. What's the message behind it? For some of you, I do feel that you are trying to keep hush-hush the plans that you have when it comes to money. There is a certain sense of secrecy or not willing to make something like a public announcement just yet. There is something that you are trying to either figure out, work out a deal, negotiate about something. So this could be negotiations, not necessarily about money, but there's definitely some negotiations and arrangements, or you trying to make negotiations and arrangements. It does feel like for many of you, everything keeps pointing out toward next year again about this major move. There could be a new office, a new car, or a new home. So for some of you, maybe you could be preparing for this to happen. Because this is the second time that is showing up in the reading. I also keep getting you benefiting from something that somebody else in the family was doing. You maybe now have access to maybe your spouse's 401k, other financial benefits through your husband. This could be from a divorce. This could be from other things. But for some of you, I do feel that in some ways now you are allowed to access a financial account or benefits that you are entitled to through your marriage or even through an ex-husband. So this is how it's coming to me. I also feel that for some of you, you may be receiving a good news of someone may be announcing that we are now going steady and this is a relationship, or they're getting engaged, or they may be talking about some sort of a proposal. And it does feel that for some of you, this could be like a child, a grandchild, this could be a sibling, and maybe that's why you are trying to prepare financially for these celebrations to come. So for some of you, maybe you are trying to prepare financially for this big celebration. But I also keep getting, for some of you, scratching a few tickets or winning like $100 or something. So again, I'm not big on people who waste their money in casinos or scratching tickets. I am not saying that at all. But it does feel like at least one Gemini, one of my viewers, is going to have some good luck into like winning a prize or like scratch tickets, and it feels like around that amount. There is talks about your creativity, your creative ideas, but for other Geminis, this energy is going to come up as being pregnant, success in fertility treatments, and the news of a sudden pregnancy. This could be you personally, this could be like somebody else, maybe they didn't hope of getting pregnant, or maybe this is a surprise pregnancy. And there is that energy around you. The next card that you have is the Ten of Pentacles, another great card that has to deal with money. To me, it means harmony, comfort. It also means be generous, loyalty. This is the Wealth card. It also means like having a good time with family, friends, and your loved ones. For some of you, I keep getting an inheritance coming to you through family members, family channels, through family ties. It could also be that a family member or a relative, maybe they're trying to help you so you can achieve a business deal, a business partnership, or maybe they are trying to introduce you to somebody else. Maybe again that someone in the family or someone that you know, like family to you, maybe they will be trying to introduce you to somebody else. If you have been single for a long time, it does feel that you are now getting ready to be more open and more accepting. You may now feel that you are ready to have a relationship in your life, to get back on in the game again. But I also keep getting the feeling of blended families or instant families. For some of you, this could be that a relationship is going stronger and is going to the next stage. And maybe in November, there's going to be that officially introducing each other's family or coming over for maybe Thanksgiving or another event. I do keep getting images of either you, Gemini, maybe you have children of your own, and now trying to make it work because maybe you are now dating somebody who has children of their own, or maybe one of you has children from previous relationships. Your physical body. For some reason, this is not directly related to the meaning of the card, but I keep getting that for many of you, it does feel like either you are enjoying your body, you are enjoying maybe physical activities when you move your body, maybe you enjoy the foods that you are eating, or simply you are getting a lot of enjoyment. It does feel like this big shift, but again, it points out towards the later part of November. For some of you, you may be going initially through a little bit of slowing down, maybe feeling a little sleepy or feeling a little tired. It does feel like the energy is calling for all of you Geminis that have been tired or struggling, and maybe this is happening because you need time to recuperate and replenish so you can achieve that inner balance. But for other Geminis, if you have already doing so, it does feel like maybe now you're going to go out more or have more of an active social life, family gatherings, family celebrations. For some of you, there will be talks or plans about you and other people maybe coming together. So in a couple of months, maybe you want to try to go and visit Greece or Italy, some sort of a Mediterranean country, but it also has some sort of an Arabic feel to it. So maybe either an Arab country, Arab cuisine, or Mediterranean cuisine cultures, or these countries. Because to me, this is how it's coming. It's coming as plans to visit this place that maybe you haven't been to it before. There's going to be a sale of a home, a property, or a business. This could be you, or this could be someone in the family who maybe is selling a home, a business, or a property. And whatever this is, it does feel like they're going to be generous toward you with this money that they will be making as a result of this sale. But I also keep adding another member to your family. This could be a pet. I don't know what else this could be. You connecting with other people that you feel that sense of family, that sense of connection, and that sense of community. But in one way or another, your sense of family, your sense of being connected, and at the same time, the sense of gratitude will take a whole new meaning. There's an expansion of the sense of gratitude, the sense of family, the sense of your circle, your people, and your community. The next card that you have is the Hermit. I'm sorry, this could be trying to help, maybe family is trying to help you, you're trying to have family or other people. This could be volunteering, donating your time, that sense of collaboration or helping, coming together for the common goal or for the common good, for the greater good. The last card that you have is the Hermit. To me, it represents one of your highest spirit guides showing up in this reading, guiding the way for you. This may be you guiding the way for others, directing, guiding others. It means soul searching, going within. And it also means seeking, finding, completing, perfecting, problem solving. So I opened by saying that there's going to be something coming around that maybe you didn't know that it needed fixing or repairing. And it does feel like for some of you, this has to deal with taxes, preparing for taxes, reimbursements of some sort. For some of you, you may be changing the way you bank. If you didn't do banking online, maybe you could start banking online, or some sort of a change or switch between bank accounts. anything that in the past maybe you were not even aware of, that there was something that needed fixing, maybe you just didn't know about it. For some reason, I do feel that that will be coming back to you, or either another office, another person will catch up to that message, to that error, and they will fix that for you. Your dreams are going to be very powerful, but I also keep getting that if you are a Gemini that maybe had some sleep-related issues, sleep will be getting more enjoyable, more relaxing for you. There's a positive shift and change when it comes to your sleep. Whatever was stressing you before, this could have been a job, this could have been your financial situation, this could have been your physical appearance, your weight, this could have been anything, anything at all. It does feel like many of you are changing your approach to it. Just naturally, you are going to fall into this new attitude of not allowing things to get to you so much that they stress you out so much, they make you worry, or you feel anxious. If you did meditation in the past and maybe you didn't do, you didn't have a chance to regularly do meditation, you are going to fall back into these rituals, these exercises, these things that you did in the past that really helped you to balance your life, or things that really you did in the past and they gave you great results. So now you are going to restart doing those things that you did in the past. They really gave you great results. And this could be like in your work, again, it could be in relation to your health, it could simply be in relation to your spiritual and emotional world, your world inside of you. Because I keep hearing that no matter how hard things have been for you, and no matter even because for some of you, sudden situation will present itself in November, it does feel that you are going to go through this with a lot more ease than you did before, and it's going to be easier for you to handle anything, even things that before you used to struggle with it. There is for you finding peace either within you, but they're also talking about maybe finding peace with someone in the family. Maybe either you're worried about them, maybe you always had some sort of a falling out, miscommunication, a fight, whatever the situation is with this other family member, it does feel like you're going to find some peace with it, and maybe things will get a little bit better, because I do feel, I keep getting an image of you in the table with somebody else and kind of laying all of your cards out. Whatever that means for you, this could be a figure of speech, or it could be like really documents and important paperwork, but laying all of your cards out in order for you to reach this or to resolve this situation with another family member is showing up. For some of you, a date will be assigned if you are looking for a date, maybe in a legal situation, maybe like a court date, a date for a deposition, a date for you to start a new job, a date for some traveling to happen, like a specific date or a specific time. It does feel like whatever needed to happen, whatever your situation is in regards to a date and to a specific time, that will be set. For some of you, maybe you are looking to set, maybe you are engaged, but maybe you are looking to set like a specific date for the wedding to happen or for anything else. So I keep getting that important date that maybe that needs to happen will happen. A date will be assigned. Your spiritual journey and your transformation happened in a way that maybe you didn't even pay attention to it. Because the way this showed up for many Geminis, it actually did show up through emotional difficulties. Difficulties in your life, especially with your finances and especially with your career. But you are easing into it as you go through November, December, and the upcoming months. It does feel that you needed to find your own way. and you had to find your own way, what is important to you, what gives meaning to you, by you having to go through difficult situations, because you needed to choose your battles wisely. And maybe in the past, maybe you have been a little naive, and maybe people have used you in some ways, or maybe they just didn't respect you, or they didn't recognize you, they didn't value you. So now there is that counterbalance between this recognition and gratitude that so much you deserve, but they're also talking about that gratitude that comes from within you, by you feeling gratitude, even for the difficulties that you had to go through. It feels like you are going to open the door to attract all of these opportunities that you are trying to make happen in your life. So the more grateful and the more open you keep your hearts, that's how I feel that these opportunities for you to generate more money, opportunities for you to get along better with people, opportunities for you even to be in a love relationship, or in a solid and a good love relationship, will happen for you. So it feels like after these months of desert, okay? Because I'm drawn to the picture in the desert, and now they're saying oasis is coming. You have walked enough miles in this desert, and now you're stopping by your first oasis. After this opportunity, they're saying next year there's going to be at least 3 opportunities of the same coming up, and you're going to see the result. So if that opportunity presented itself in the career field, next year there's going to be 3 more in the same field. If those opportunities presented itself financially, there's 3 more, or there's more coming, throughout next year. So your journey is just beginning, and please pay attention to your dreams, to your wishes, and maybe record them somehow. There's something important that your guides personally want to connect with you and convey to you, and for many of you, some message will show up for you through the form of numbers. I keep getting a lot of numbers that are meaningful to you, Gemini. I hope that made sense to some of you. Leave me a comment right down here below, and please don't forget to click in the show more description box right down here. You're going to find the important links. You're going to find a link to your extended Vimeo reading for those of you who are interested. In the Vimeo videos, I'm doing your Akashic Records reading, I'm clearing your energetic blockages, but I'm also sending Reiki healing to you. Thank you again so very much. If you like my videos, subscribe, thumbs up, click on the bell icon. Happy Thanksgiving. I will see you soon.